Hello everybody, how are you? Must be all good. Today we're gonna talk about another topic which is in the mind of every prospective buyer, which you might also have in your mind, which is better, renting or owning a home. There are advantages and disadvantages for everything, so it applies to renting and buying as well. So we will do some factor check on both of them, and let's get started. I will start with pros for renting a home. Let's do it. So what's the first pro of renting a home? That you don't have to pay upfront cost, and there are very low monthly payments. The another pro for renting a home is that you don't have to pay for those hefty expenses of repairs. You have to pay just for maintenance of the loans, or they're also most of the times taken care by the landlord. And third pro for renting a home is that it's very it's for very brief period of time. Most of the leases are for 1 year only, and after 1 year you can either change it or cancel it and move to another place. The fourth pro for renting a home is that you don't have to pay for those capital losses. You don't have to bear them. They are all beared by the landlord, which means that if the price of the home goes down and that there is a loss when somebody is selling the home, so you don't have to incur them. Everything is incurred by the landlord. Now let's talk about the pros for owning a home. What are the pros? What are the advantages of owning a home? The first advantage of owning a home is that there is a peace of mind. When you own a home, there is a peace of mind. There is a freedom that it is my home, and there is a sense of respect and pride. I don't know. It's what I feel, and that it's mine, right? That it is mine. So I love that. The second pro of owning a home is that there is a rental opportunity. If you have a big house, if you have a basement, and you don't have that many people living in your home, you can always rent your basement, and this is a rental opportunity, and you can get some money from that as well. The third pro for owning a home is you won't see it, but when time passes, the price of the homes go up, and you earn or accumulate that capital gain, which we call as equity in the home. And it's a good thing, it's your house. You're living in a house, and then it's paying you back for owning. That's what we call it. And the fourth pro of owning a home is that you can modify your home as you like. You can renovate it. You can do whatever you want to do. You want to paint whatever you want, you can do that. And yes, now let's talk about some cons for renting a home. What are the cons? What are the disadvantages? The first disadvantage is that you are not the owner, so you cannot do repairs. You cannot modify the house on your own. Let's say you want to paint a wall. Let's say you like the blue color and you want to paint the wall. You have to take permission from the owner to do that. And if he says no, that you cannot do it, so you cannot do it because you are not the landlord, right? What's the second con of renting a home? The second con of renting a home is that you're not the owner. So it is possible that your lease won't be renewed next year. I have seen many cases in Halifax area that you were living in a home and then the owner says, okay, I'm selling the home, or let's say um, you just don't qualify for another year of lease because you have broken some terms and conditions, so you have to leave the house. The third con for renting is that every year the monthly payment goes up. Let's say you're paying $2,000 for first year, the next year it will increase, and after that year it will increase. The fourth con of renting a home is that it's not your home, that it is your home but it's not owned by you, right? So all con for renting a home is, which I hate the most, or which I feel bad about, is that you're paying somebody else's mortgage and they are building equity on that and you're just paying their mortgage. It sounds bad, but it also depends upon the condition of the person, which I feel sometimes every person is different, right? What are the cons for owning a home? There are cons for owning a home as well. There are disadvantages for owning a home. Let's talk about it. The first con of owning a home is that you have to pay all the ongoing costs for the house, which are principal, tax, interest, bills, insurances, property taxes, everything you have to pay. The second con for owning a home is that, you know, those big repairs we're talking about, those big repairs, those big maintenance things, you have to take care of them, and sometimes they're a little expensive. The third con of owning a home is, we talked about the capital loss. Let's say you bought a house for X price, let's say $300,000, or let's say whatever, and it's got sold for $100,000. It don't usually happen, but let's say it's an example, right? So you lost value on that, right? And you have to incur that then, because you're selling that property for a loss. Being a landlord, you have to incur that loss as well. What is the fourth con for owning a home? The fourth con for owning a home is monthly payments can go up. Yes, monthly payments can go up when there is the time for renewal and the interest is up. You have to see for that as well. And yeah, this is everything for today. I hope this helped in your real estate journey. Thank you very much. Have a good day.